It began as something small, something I convinced myself was harmless. Just a casual drink after work with a colleague, Jason. He had a way of making me laugh at a time when my husband, Daniel, seemed permanently buried under spreadsheets. Daniel and I had been married for 6 years, and somewhere along that stretch, affection had turned into routine. There was still warmth between us, but the fire had faded. Jason, on the other hand, made me feel noticed again. He paid attention to the little things, complimenting a new dress, remembering my coffee order. Sometimes his hand would brush mine as he passed me a file, or he'd send a quick wink when no one else was watching. I pretended it didn't matter, until the day I stopped pretending. One Friday, Daniel kissed me gently on the forehead and told me to have fun at the girls' night I'd made up. My stomach twisted with guilt, but I walked out anyway. I told myself I deserved excitement, that I had a right to feel alive again. Deep down, though, I knew it wasn't self-worth speaking. It was guilt disguised as entitlement. Jason had rented a hotel suite. The place looked like a scene straight out of a romance film. Candles glowing, wine poured, soft jazz humming in the background. For a moment, it felt intoxicating, until I glanced at my phone around 1 a.m. and saw Daniel's message. Still awake. Hope you're safe. Love you. My chest sank. I silenced the phone, turned it face down, and forced myself back into the illusion. The next morning I slipped into the house just before 9. Daniel's car was in the driveway, but the place was silent. Too silent. The living room was spotless, unnervingly so. On the coffee table rested a single envelope with my name written in Daniel's neat handwriting. My hands trembled as I opened it. One sentence. You made your choice. I've made mine. Panic surged. I rushed through the house, his closet empty, drawers cleared out, the safe gone from under the bed. The office was stripped clean. No files, no laptop, no wedding photos. It was as if he had vanished overnight, erasing every trace of his life here. I called. Straight to voicemail. I texted, left messages, but nothing came back. Then I noticed a draft in our shared email folder. It was never sent, but the words tore me apart. I waited for her all night. Lights off, coffee cold. She never came. That was when it hit me, what I truly meant to him and what I had thrown away. I collapsed onto the floor, sobbing. This wasn't how it was supposed to unfold. I thought I could indulge in one reckless night, return home, and carry on as if nothing had happened. But Daniel knew enough, maybe not the details but enough, to walk away without a word. Days blurred into weeks. His number disconnected. His friends, always cordial but never close, had nothing to say. Even his mother, who once called me her daughter, ignored every attempt I made. I had been cut out of his life as neatly as a surgeon removes a tumor. Then the legal documents arrived. Divorce papers. No demands for alimony, no battles over property. Just a clean, final severing. He didn't want money, didn't want answers, didn't even want closure. That silence hurt more than any shouting match ever could. Through mutual contacts, I eventually learned Daniel had moved 3 states away. He bought a quiet cabin, worked remotely, no new woman in the picture. Just solitude. Peace. The very peace I had destroyed with one night of selfishness. Sometimes I sit at the kitchen table, clutching my phone, willing it to ring with his name on the screen. It never does. The silence he left behind drowns out everything else. I still replay that draft in my mind. I waited for her all night. Jason. I ended things within days. He thought what we had was special. He was wrong. He never truly knew me, not the way Daniel did. He wasn't there through my worst storms, holding me steady like Daniel had. But Daniel is gone now, and that's on me. If I had the chance to rewind, I would trade every fleeting thrill, every spark for one more ordinary night on the couch with Daniel. Sharing takeout, binge watching something silly, his hand resting warmly on my knee. I had love. Real steady loyal love. And I gave it away for nothing. Now all I have left is the wreckage I built myself with no one to blame but me.